What up, guys? Welcome to another Raptor Man 2016 vlogs. Chilling out here on these railroad tracks here that I'm not supposed to be on. Just out enjoying this beautiful day. We have a heat index of like 92 or 95, something like that. It's ozone day. They don't want you filling up gas. They don't want you exerting yourself. I feel sorry for the people at work, man. But as you guys know, this is my Raptor 700R. It's a 2016. I like it a lot. It's a fucking sweet quad. You know, a lot of people has been asking me, do I like this over the Suzuki? And they both have their good and bad points. You know what I mean? The Suzuki was more of a full-on race quad right out of the box. It was 50 inches wide. It was at the time, 2006. It was the lowest and widest and heaviest quad of its lineup. Now, as you see, the Yam is the only one still making the 450s. They changed the exhaust a little bit. Now, instead of 1 or 2 ports, it just got the one. They changed the cam profile on it. They changed the fuel mapping on it. And supposedly that gives it 10% more power. So I think what used to be 42, 43 horsepower is now right around 45. So, but the Suzuki, I never had it dynoed, but if I had to take a guess, I think it was around, maybe 47, 48 horsepower. It seems like the Suzuki got up and went faster from a 0 to like a 70, but I think the Raptor would take it on top. But once I get the big 3 mods, you know, gotta put my cigs away. Once I get the big 3 mods, this thing should eat 450s for breakfast that are slightly modded. No, nothing that's stroked or anything like that. But if I have this quad long enough, I plan on turboing it. So that'll be my the biggest mod that I'll be doing. I should be getting my Maxxer what is it, MX XCs or whatever, Maxxis XCs. Those are the rears I'm going to be going with, 6-ply. They're pretty sweet. I'm going to keep the front stock for right now, but plan on going with full dual exhaust, FCI intake, and also the airbox. That's like I don't know the name of the airbox, but it's got holes in it, but they're mesh. It's pretty sweet. It's like $70 for that fucking setup. But I like it, man. It's sweet. It's got reverse. It's kind of like the lazy man sport quad, because on the 450 you're always standing up, to whereas this, it's made for a bigger, taller rider such as myself. I'm 6'1", 270 pounds, and you know, I don't find myself getting up on it. The seat is super plush. It's very comfortable to ride, and like I said, it does have reverse, and it's very fucking torquey. Now, the downside is this engine isn't really 700 cc's, it's 686 cc's, and it's only single overhead cam, which is kind of disappointing, because if they was to make this quad dual overhead cam, oh my god, this thing would be a fucking monster. And not that it isn't already, but it would be that much better. So, but yeah, the Suzuki was good, man. It was a great machine, but it just, they're definitely two different machines. This is more of a trail quad as opposed to the Suzuki, which was pretty much born and bred to be a race quad, but it was still good on the trails, still did its thing on the trails. But I don't know, you know, I could have got the 450. You know, everyone's like, oh, well, the 700, you know, is a little bit cheaper. Well, at least from what I remember, I believe no special editions, I believe they were right around the same price. And the reason why I didn't get the special edition is because they wanted 89, it might even been like 91, and all it came with was different color plastics and metal heel guards instead of plastic. And I am not paying that kind of money for that. It's something I can do for myself way cheaper. But I definitely miss how wide the 450 was. I thought that was a huge fucking advantage, especially in the handling department. But yeah, the Raptor's good, man. It's a good overall quad. It's still being made. It's still the only 700 sport quad being made, just like the 450 is only the only 450 being made. So, I mean, Yam have definitely stood the test of time. You know what I mean? So gotta get new rear tires, man. These things fucking slide everywhere. But it is a fucking hot day today, man. Want to give a shout out to TrailBlogger. I've seen his last video. I think it's a good idea. It's where he's going to be promoting other ATV bloggers out there, and I really appreciate that, man. You know, I think that's something pretty cool to do. Maybe when I get a little bit bigger in the scene. I noticed I have been growing quite a lot since I've been uploading more. I still have so many videos, but I just been too busy playing games. And I'm really fucking stuck on Ark right now, man. Like, that game's got its claws in pretty fucking deep. But I do have tons more videos that I'm going to be uploading here soon. But, yeah, TrailBlogger, man, I really appreciate the sub. I appreciate you checking out my content. I've been subbed to you for quite some time. I like your videos. I've owned 2 Banshees in the past. I've owned the Suzuki LTR 450. And now I have the Raptor, just like you. And I've been riding for 20 plus years, man. You know, I get some of these guys at work, like for instance, this guy at work has a 09 700R, completely stock. And, you know, I don't know if you guys have ever met anyone, but they're called one-uppers. Guys that you know are bullshitting. Like, no matter what you got or what you've done, they always will one-up you. Like, you know, they've always done it bigger and better. You know what I mean? And call them one-uppers. And he told me his stock 09, mind you, like I said, the 15s and 16s have 10% more power. And you guys, if you guys haven't seen my video, I have an alternate channel called Super Quads TV. It's on my wall, and basically it's just like a backup channel. It does have my most viewed video of all time, which is my my video titled Predator 500 versus LTR 450, which has 250,000 views, or right around 250,000 views, which I'm very proud of. And it's funny because I got a lot of these guys that I ride with that have LTR 450s, and I'd be like, hey, you know, I'm on YouTube, you know, I always try to throw that out there. And I tell them my video, oh yeah, I've seen that video, you know, so it's cool. Like, in my own right, I'm kind of a little bit of a YouTube celebrity in a way, you know, at least on the ATV scene. And that's something if you didn't already know. But yeah, I've owned 2 Banshees. I have a video from 2002 that I re-uploaded from an old school cam, and you know, it was a 98 Banshee, had pipes and silencers on it, FMF Gold Series and fatty pipes, whole shot tires. It was a good bike, man. But Banshees 2-strokes in general, you know, you gotta work on them a lot. You know, like rebuild them every so often. Whereas the 4-stroke, you know, kind of a little bit more reliable. So, man, this wind is really killing me right now. So, but yeah, this is what we do out here, man. We like to have a little bit of fun, get out in the sun, rip it up a little bit, you know what I mean?